Okay, guys, sorry for that uh, interruption. I thought that much, but let me repeat my. I'm gonna repeat. Okay, so I was trying to say last week we did a lot of things, so I could remember talking about time frames, and when I talked about time frame, just a recap, I did mention I had splitted the time frame into two categories. So in there, I talked about bigger and the smaller time frame, and I said the smaller time frame it's always from the 1 minute time frame all the way to the 30 minutes. You will always put uh, those time frames under the smaller time frame. And then I talked about the bigger time frame. The bigger time frame ranges from the 4 hour time frame all the way to the what weekly and monthly. So you have 4 hour. After 4 hour, the next time frame you see it's gonna be daily. After daily, you get to weekly. After weekly, you get to monthly. Now those are bigger time frames that when you use them and run your analysis, they play out on a long term, like the monthly and weekly. The market hardly moves. You hardly have a lot of noise on those bigger time frame. What I mean, a lot of noise. Now, if you want to know if the market uh, really move, then you need to scale down to about 5 minutes to 1 minute. Now you discover that the market will always rise on the 1 minute, and will after the next minute the market drops and just like that it consolidates. So, but when you go to the weekly and the monthly, you don't have that kind of movement because the market moves at once. When it moves a stretch, you know that 1 month has it has covered a monthly move. That's what I mean. So today, then I'm just trying to recap. Another thing we did learn last week was I thought about support resistance. We went in finding, locating on MT5 um, zones where we can spot support, zones where we can spot our resistance, and then another thing happened last week. What did I? Well, I can let that slide. So, but for today, let's get to our business for the day. But what I'm trying to say for like today, after today's lecture, I'm expecting you guys that by tomorrow you should begin to take trades on your demo account. So whatever I don't care because I have taught you how to mark your zones and those ones. So I don't want to be conscious of whether people were posting their chart and showing their workings that yes, this I got what we thought. So that's for you. If you don't want to practice or you don't want to take things seriously, it's for you. All right. So right now, um, MT5 was for me to teach you some of the tools. Okay, but um gradually, a lot of things I will be teaching you today. For those of you that have laptops, let's look at something now. This is called TradingView. Now you go to Google and type tradingview.com and it should bring this. So what you normally require, you need a Google account to let it gain access because when a Google account is not active here, sometimes it can always come with unnecessary things displayed on your chat and distracting you while you're working. Because imagine now I'm trying to teach you, and then this thing will tell me that I have been logged out or whatever. I should get the premium version, and then I have to start refreshing and reloading. So, but you need to log in. I think I'll give you 30 days of free trial, and then after 30 days, they might ask you to reactivate or get a premium for you to enjoy some of the futures. Okay, that's that. A lot of us are not new to the internet, so that's the point. So right now, this is Eurocard. This is Eurocard. Please, tomorrow you start taking trades. I don't want to hear any excuse whether you are getting it, you're not getting it. Sometimes I don't like working with lazy people. I like working with people that are seriously and they're serious about their life. So this is Eurocard. Uh, when you, those of you that have laptops, I just want to take a few minutes to teach you some things. But basically, TradingView is the place where a lot of traders will always come and do their analysis, and it doesn't get deleted tomorrow or anytime you whatever you put here, you place here, the market does not delete it, does not erase it. Oh no, I'm seeing a move here. I'm supposed to take a sell here. But let me see what happens. Let's see if I can get a pullback to this place. I'm going to take a sell from that place. Uh Now this trading view, the left hand side is always where you have your set of tools. Remember when I taught you, I made mention of horizontal line, trend line, the box, rectangle box tool, and other things. But this is more advanced because here you can type. You can type like if I wanted to uh, give you guys more complex assignment, I will tell you whenever you mark this zone, now do this and then type there out, and I want to see you type it there. I'll call that place support. But let's see, I'm supposed to give you that. I don't know how many of you have laptop. So, but I might be tempted to give you this assignment. So I've called that zone support. Also, this place looks like a resistance because the market is coming down. Those candles down, you can see it's coming down. So I'll go there right there. Resistance. This is just um, this is just beginner approach. So I'm not. We call what we can call it support. We call what we can call it resistance. We call it resistance. So now this is how I would love to give you your assignments when I'm done teaching you this. So that resistance. So as many resistance. So this is resistance, but I'm going to call this place. I'm going to call this place resistance number 2 because this is just this is the first place. The market has to struggle. No, this is resistance number 1. The market has to struggle to take off this resistance. Then the market also, before it has taken off that one, then it comes here. Now it has to struggle again to take off this other resistance that is here. So I'm going to call this place here resistance number 2. So sorry, resistance number 2. Sorry, I'm too fast. I was supposed to do something without doing what I'm doing. All right, so guys, I said I would explain and let you know how to find the tools. So right at the first set of tools, if you click and hold, it comes out with a lot of things here. So really, I don't see anything here. I don't need that. But sometimes whenever I put it on this first arrow tool, it deactivates every tool that is supposed to be active, because once you leave a current tool, as you draw like this, it's going to be forcing the chart to leave a drawing on it. But right now, once I leave it on the arrow tool, the only thing I'm forcing my screen to do is either move the screen away, or, when some of you that learn graphics like Corel Draw, to deactivate your current tools, if you want to deactivate it, so you can always have access to moving your screen and doing other things. You have to go and drop. How you drop or deactivate or deselect the tools that were active, you have to drop the first two and select the arrow. What is that? Yeah, the arrow, whatever it is. Okay, now From the second badge of tools there, then we can always find our trend line tools is under the second place. So what I mean is if you have laptop and you're following me, you need to take time to be looking out for those tools. So you have your trend line tool. What do we use the trend line tool to do? Now this market has a choppy movement, and if we check here, the market was moving in a diagonal form sideways. So I taught you that the trend line will use it to take trades where the market is moving in a diagonal form. So I've picked the trend line. So if we check here, we can see that this is one touch. I told you last time the rules for making your trend line valid or making it for it to be valid, it has to connect to at least three touches. This is one touch. So this trend line is valid. So if this market pushes to this place somewhere around here, I'm expecting it to start crashing from that place all the way down. So I'm selling Euro card this week. Anytime it gets here, I don't even think it's going to pass this resistance for today from the way the candles have closed. Okay, so let me not miss my target. I'm going to delete that. When I click and hold, I can delete this tool by clicking and holding. Something is blocking my screen. I'm supposed. Okay, I'll click the delete button. So you have your trend line tool, you have that horizontal line too. And remember, I told you the horizontal is used to mark your resistance. That is the fastest tool. You're in a hurry and you want to mark resistance and you want to mark support. That's the tool you use. Your horizontal line tool is always going to be used to mark resistance. You know that rectangular box or rectangle box is always you need to draw and but this one once you tap it once, if this was my resistance and market broke above it, once I just click, the market is going to draw a single line. But sometimes I don't like the lines the way it covers from the left hand side. So if there's a way it can just cut from here and go to the other side, I prefer it. But now the other tool that I will use that will give me what I want is the what do they call it? The real tool. I think we have it here. So the next two is called horizontal ray tool. Now this one, I will just touch from the area I wanted to draw the line. So that is much neater for me. So I like the horizontal ray tool. So like this is your resistance. I don't want it to come to this side because I want to pay attention to what is happening to the right hand side. So I'll just pick this in here, put it after this candle. You can see that now this are showing me my resistance for the week. So these two zones are my two zones to look out for a sell. If the market if it fails to respect this resistance illustrated here, then this place should hold between for this week. Okay, so now the same way I'm teaching you, if you know where the support, where you find support, you use the same tool. To the left hand side, this is a support, so I can use it. I'll also place it here. But I told you that I don't like the tool going too much to this side. So most times, fine, it's good, let it be there. All right, so let's move. So you can play around those things. You find those things there. So here is your text tool. You want to type, you can see me writing resistance one and support there. So I think that should be your assignment. Everybody has to work and send it to the group. If you like, do it. If you like, don't do it. Now, one, two. You now have the third tools, but we don't need these are advanced tools. So you have one, two, three, four, five. Now, when I used to teach you stop loss and take profit, these two tools are always used to help you traders who don't know how to know what to risk. And in terms of tips, this is always your risk to reward. Remember, I told you trading is always risk to reward. So you must know your risk and make sure your reward is bigger than your risk. So if I'm expecting Euro card to sell from there, I'm going to get this two. Now, when I drag this two, I am Being it helps me know where my stop loss is. So where I have put this place and where this candle has formed a resistance, this yellow point, this small section here, if I take a sell, let's say I take a sell from this point. So from all of this level now can be my stop loss. So let's say I'm risking 20 pips. So 20 pips, these two can help me know. So stop is showing you the giving amounts in form of amount and in form of pips. So 20 pips, that is 20.7, that is 20 pips. In form of percentage, that is for 0.14%. Now, what is our stop loss? So as our risk to reward here is we are risking 20 pips to get what a reward of if the market comes to this place. I'm seeing it. You're gonna pay me about 51. Okay, that's 0.51%, which is about 75 pips. So that's a good one. So you put stop loss. These two can help you. Don't worry. I will explain about it much later, but that's not what I want to teach you right now. So most times, remember, when we keep advancing, you don't only just show me resistance, you are going to give me a breakdown so I know what you know. I know you know what the market should do. So now the tool I like using is always this path tool. I normally use it to tell you the direction of the market. So normally the market does not move at once. So normally I would always do something like this. I will tap on it. So that means I'm expecting the market to dance a little bit. Then when it dances 1, 2, 3, it comes down here. So that's my take profit. I want to sell Euro cat. My stop loss is going to be somewhere around that. So I've told you this thing means I'm expecting price to dance, dance, dance. Then finally, they will leave the market to move in the direction it should go. So the next thing here to the top side, we can change our time frames. We have power. If I put this on the daily time frame, let's see what it looks on a daily time frame. Yeah, that is, we could see that there's lesser volume as price comes to that place. So let me expand it a little bit so that we have lesser volume. But that is how far this daily candle can stretch for now. So that is why you see the candle is pulling back significantly. I can always change the time frame to the 2 hour time frame. I can also change it to 1 hour time frame. I can change it, play around, guys, play around these things. So uh, don't leave me to teach you everything. It's just going to be boring. Try to do something. We've gone into this and we've gone into it. To try to just as when you download Facebook, nobody comes around to teach you how to add friends, how to chat. It's the same thing with this. Every app, that is how it is. If you play around it, you get to know it. So that is that on the time frame. Here you can find your time frame. You can also change your candle type if you want to view, but that is not for today. Okay, basically I'm done with the trading view. So I said this week, we don't have 5 minutes. I said this week what we're going to be doing here. In case you missed that part, I said you type trading view on your, go to Google and type trading view there. And when you type tradingview.com, it's going to take you here. But let me do that again so you can see what I did. So if you have laptop, type here trading view. When you type trading view, there should be suggestion coming up from Google. Because of that emulator I have open, it's always making my laptop hang. That is why sometimes I don't feel like using it. But it's just for people who don't have laptops, and I want to teach you from MP5. That is why I would normally use that. Okay, so when we type trading view, It's going to come up. That should be the first thing here. So trading view, track all market, we click on it. This is taking some time on the laptop. So you need a Google account to always have some kind of access to this trading view. So make sure you have. I said it. By the time it's when the lap, I mean, by the time we've gotten to the middle of the lap, I mean, to the lecture, that's when you have people sending more requests, and you come into the class really late, either forcing me to go back or yourself. I wonder where you're going to start learning from. So this is when you now type trading view. Now it will ask you in this little box search market here. Now we'll just click at the middle, and then I was working on Eurocard, right? So we can always type our currency we want to work on. So let's say right now we want to see a currency. I want to try another currency. Let's look at NZD So once I type there, without just typing everything, once I just type and then I type the base and the quote in between, it's going to give me suggestion. So I just click on launch chart. Then it should come up from there. So if you just follow my steps, you should get to this place. Okay. So the time frame this is on the 4 hour time frame. Let me clear off my chart. So this guy here had hit a resistance. So what you're gonna do today is tomorrow you start taking trade. That is resistance. So I want to mark all my resistance. I'm using 4 hour time frame resistance. So all these are my resistance for the week. So for NZD I have marked all the resistance for this week. If the market takes out this resistance, then I will wait for it here. I will sell. If it doesn't respect it, then this one. But I'm not sure the market will be able to cross this place this week. So, but for now, it has created a resistance here that is respecting for today. So I should see SZD USD coming all the way to this place first before it moves anywhere. So thank you guys. We're done with this. I'll send another link after 10 minutes.